We are sentinels playing with the... Ooh, how you doing, guys? Ooh, I didn't realize I was doing that. Well, okay. Hey, guys, for those of you who celebrated Christmas, do you remember when you were really, really young and you actually believed in Santa Claus? And the anticipation of Christmas seemed to take forever to get there. And you knew there was a Santa Claus because you saw him at the mall, you saw him at Christmas parties, you saw him at every street corner. And this is all in one day. And it never dawned on you how this one guy could get all over the place in a single day. But it didn't matter. You were a kid. That was the funny thing about being a kid. Everything was believable. And do you remember Christmas Eve finally came? And how difficult it was to go to sleep? But you knew you had to get to sleep because if you didn't fall asleep and you were wide awake, he's liable to fly right past your house. Well, Christmas Eve comes, and you know Santa's coming, so you go to sleep. Well, you finally do fall asleep, but somehow during the course of the night, you hear a noise in the living room. And you wake up and you look around and, whoa, it's not morning yet. But you hear somebody downstairs. Got him. Well, you work up enough courage to go downstairs and catch Santa in the act. So what do? You get up real quiet. You sneak downstairs. And you poke your head around the corner to see what he's doing. Only, that wasn't Santa. And you look again. Those are my parents. What are they doing up in the middle of the night? And you saw shocked for a second, and you sit there and you're watching as they're wrapping presents. Well, you don't want to get caught, so you sneak back upstairs. You close your door and you go back to bed, and you ponder on this for a few minutes. And it dawns on you, there is no Santa Claus. All this time, it was your parents. That's kind of a difficult pill to swallow. But, okay, you're growing up, you're not a little kid anymore, you realize, okay, that kind of stuff, fairy tales, okay. Well, you deal with it, you get on with your life. Next Christmas comes around, and everybody tries to convince you Santa's coming back, only this year you know better. You're thinking to yourself, you may go along with it, but you know deep down inside, excuse me, there is no Santa Claus. They try and try and try, but you already know. And you feel kind of insulted that, what do I look like, a kid? I'm almost 10 years old. But nonetheless, that's the way they are. This is how I felt when I discovered the truth about Watchtower and the teaching of Jehovah's Witnesses. When I finally realized that the entire thing was a big lie, and yet, towards the end, I had a couple of jamokes trying to convince me otherwise, and for the most part, I'm biting my tongue, and I'm like, how stupid do you think I am? But this is where I was. And I'm like, you know, there's no way, after discovering the pedophile problem, the stocks, the fact that Watchtower is just a money-making organization that keeps its people so under control and blind, how could you possibly believe it once you see through that? But nonetheless, that's the way it was. And that's how I felt when I found out the truth about Watchtower. It was really no different than when I found out the truth about Santa, because they were both bullshit. Anyways, back to when I was a little kid. Like I said, it was a tough pill to swallow, realizing there was no Santa Claus. But I still had the Easter Bunny. Anyways, do you remember when you were a kid too? At Christmas time, how many of you, in all honesty, used to change the lyrics of Christmas songs? Don't lie about it, because I know you did. We were phenomenal at it. As a matter of fact, I have one little tune that still goes through my head. Rudolph the red-gun cowboy had a very shiny gun, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other cowboys used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor cowboy join in any cowboy games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, the sheriff came to say, "Cowboy, with your gun so bright, won't you shoot my wife tonight?" Then all the cowboys loved him as they shouted out with glee, "Rudolph the red-gun cowboy, you'll pull down your pants and pee." You guys have a good night, and I'll be talking to you soon.